morning, this is All India Radio Kohima. The morning news read by Nobin Pradhan. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu emphasized the need to teach children how to navigate through the misinformation and fake news that infests the media landscape. Addressing over 200 young participants at the Times Scholars event through video conferencing yesterday, the Vice President asked them to develop the ability to analyze and the courage to accept the truth and discard the lies. Expressing disappointment over the fall in the reading habits of children, Naidu highlighted the need to teach them to be intelligent and discerning readers amid the limitless information available today. Quoting former President Dr. Kalam, Naidu asked the students to aim high and dream high. The Vice President listed self-discipline, hard work, sincerity, perseverance, and the ability to maintain equanimity in all situations as very important among others. Drawing attention towards the tough competition in every field in present times, the Vice President advised the students to develop confidence and try to overcome all odds by striving to achieve excellence. He opined that education is meant for enlightenment and empowerment of an individual. The central government employees retiring during COVID-19 pandemic will be receiving provisional pension till their regular pension payment order (PPO) is issued and other official formalities completed. This was stated by Minister of State for Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions Dr. Jitendra Singh. He said because of the disruption in the official work due to pandemic and lockdown, some of the employees who had retired during this period may not have been provided with PPO. The payment of provisional pension will initially continue for a period of 6 months from the date of retirement, and the period may be further extended up to 1 year in exceptional cases. These instructions will also be applicable in cases where a government servant retires otherwise than on superannuation, like voluntary retirement and retirement under FR 56. The central government has released a GST compensation of 13,806 crore rupees to states for March 2020. Taking this amount into account, the entire GST compensation for the previous financial year has been released to the states. The total amount of compensation released for the year 2019-20 is 1,65,302 crore rupees. The amount of cess collected during the same time was 95,444 crore rupees. Government utilized the balance of cess amount collected during 2017-18 and 2018-19 in order to release the compensation for 2019-20. The total recoveries from COVID-19 surpassed 9 lakh mark. With this, the recovery rate stands at 63.92% in the country. The case fatality rate has further declined to 2.2% in the country. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry yesterday said a total of 9,17,568 people have recovered in India so far, and 31,991 recoveries have been reported yesterday. The Health Ministry said the highest 49,931 new cases of COVID-19 was registered in the country in one day, taking the total number of cases to 14,35,453. The first batch of 5 Rafale jets flew out of France and will arrive in India tomorrow. The fighter jets will officially be inducted and join the Indian Air Force fleet in Haryana's Ambala tomorrow. The 5 aircraft will be the first tranche of 36 planes bought by India from France in a 59,000 crore rupees intergovernmental deal in 2016. The Rafale aircraft will cover a distance of nearly 7,000 kilometers from France to India with air-to-air refueling and a single stop at a French airbase in the United Arab Emirates. Indian Embassy in France in a statement said delivery of 10 aircraft has been completed on schedule, but 5 will stay back in France for training mission. The delivery of all 36 aircraft will be completed on schedule by the end of 2021. Delivery of 10 Rafale aircrafts have been completed on schedule. The Guwahati High Court, Kohima, yesterday granted bail to Pankaj Gupta, who was arrested on 9th of last month in connection with cybercrime. The court said that the accused shall be released on furnishing of PR bond of 1 lakh rupees with 2 surety bonds of the like amount, which should be furnished by residents of Nagaland. The court said that the accused is not allowed to leave the state of Nagaland without the permission of the investigation officer of the case and the court concerned. And with that, we come to the end of the morning news. Have a nice day.